The Ninky Nonk. Wow, I really like this vehicle. This vehicle is mostly used by the Night Garden characters on their adventures. What's interesting about the Ninky Nonk is that it has no driver. Why? Because it has a mind of its own, a very clever mind. It crashes into bushes, goes up trees, goes upside down, goes round in circles, and it also dodges the Hahoos on its own. The Ninky Nonk also made an appearance in the BBC children's promos. It didn't make an appearance in promo 1 because In the Night Garden didn't exist back then. But in promo 2 and promo 3, you can see the Ninky Nonk. You can also see it in my version. The Ninky Nonk has 5 carriages, and I'm going to talk about them. The engine is painted red and orange, and it is shaped like a banana. It also has a light in the middle that indicates that the Ninky Nonk is getting ready to go or it's stopping. The Ninky Nonk can be a bit silly sometimes. Okay, moving on. The second carriage is shaped like a snowman's head, and it is also where the Tomliboos and Makapaka sit. In one episode, Makapaka sat on the Tomliboo side, which is closer to Upsy Daisy and Iggle Piggle's carriage. His side is closer to the engine. This little carriage here is where the Pontypines and Wattingers sit. The Wattingers rarely ride on the Ninky Nonk. They ride it every once in a while. But they do sit there on their own or with the Pontypines. This carriage is where Upsy Daisy sits. Iggle Piggle rides in that carriage with Upsy Daisy most of the time, even though he has a carriage of his own. We'll talk about it right now. This is Iggle Piggle's carriage, and he almost never uses it. At the beginning of the episode, waving from the Ninky Nonk, Iggle Piggle sits in that carriage, even when Upsy Daisy gets into her one. But when the Tomliboos come to sit in their carriage, Iggle Piggle sits in the carriage with Upsy Daisy. So the Ninky Nonk rocks. And so does In the Night Garden itself. Caillou will be forever times worse than a Ninky Nonk. End of salute.